Hello everyone, welcome back to Hui Podcast. The 20th of January might go down as a day to remember in history. That's the day when a Chinese AI company, DeepSeek, took a huge step forward by launching their groundbreaking DeepSeek R1 model. You can already check it out for free on their official website. And trust me, it's something you don't want to miss. I had to dedicate an entire episode to this, because this isn't just another model release or a small advancement in AI. The significance of this is massive. It's comparable to when OpenAI released ChatGPT. And considering the competition between China and the US, this moment might carry even more weight. This is a game changer. DeepSeek R1, it delivers reasoning power comparable to, or even approaching, OpenAI's top-tier models. It reaches this level while using far fewer resources, which makes it incredibly affordable. It's completely open source. DeepSeek even published a detailed paper explaining every step and trick behind their training process, something OpenAI has never done with their top models. And yes, DeepSeek is 100% a Chinese company. Just one of these achievements would have been jaw-dropping news. But R1 hits every single one of these marks. If you wrote a novel about China's dominance in AI, you probably wouldn't dare dream this big. But here we are, it's real. In the past few days, the US AI community has been completely stunned. After running tons of tests, they've confirmed that this model is incredibly powerful. Praise has been pouring in from all sides. OpenAI, once the poster child of OpenAI research, has grown increasingly secretive over the years. DeepSeek, on the other hand, feels like a breath of fresh air. It's giving hope to developers and researchers around the world. This hope isn't just about ideals, it's about the tech itself. R1's performance is nothing short of spectacular. It excels at tasks like math, programming, and reasoning. Some skeptics wonder if its training was overly tailored for these tasks, but the feedback from real users speaks for itself. I saw a coding example where R1 outperformed OpenAI's own O1 Pro. Watching something like that, you can't help but feel a deep respect for what DeepSeek has achieved. And all of this was made possible by a team in China. Their work has drawn global attention to this ancient land. More importantly, their achievements have brought renewed respect for Chinese tech companies on the world stage. Even Jim Fan, a senior researcher at NVIDIA, couldn't hold back his admiration. He said, "We are living in a timeline where a non-US company is keeping the original mission of OpenAI alive, truly open, frontier research that empowers all. It makes no sense. The most entertaining outcome is the most likely." Every word from him feels like a tribute to DeepSeek's openness and technical breakthroughs. His praise captures just how monumental this achievement really is. This marks the beginning of a new era. The rise of DeepSeek is not just a victory for one company, it's a win for the global spirit of open source innovation. As we explore the fascinating world of AI, some of us, myself included, have noticed areas where the R1 model falls short. It struggles with generating profound insights, showing creative thinking, and reasoning logically, especially when compared to O1 Pro. Let's not forget, though R1 is a compact powerhouse, it's built with 671 billion parameters and uses a mixture of experts' MOE architecture. But here's the trick. Only 37 billion parameters are activated during any single task. Despite its small size, R1 is fast, efficient, and incredibly affordable. You can access it for free on the official website. If you need API access for personal use, the cost is astonishingly low, just $2.19 per million tokens. For context, O1 charges $60 for the same output. That makes R1 4 times cheaper, turning it into a versatile tool for daily tasks. What makes R1 even more unique is its ability to browse the web and read PDFs capabilities that O1 lacks. While my personal experience was mind-blowing, its practical utility can't be denied. Some American users even claim that R1's search features outperform ChatGPT's web browsing and Perplexity's search capabilities. It's worth noting that R1 is currently the only reasoning model with built-in web search capabilities. On top of its technical prowess, DeepSeek's commitment to open-source principles is nothing short of remarkable. Not only have they made R1 open source, free, and transparent about its training process, but they've also given users the ability to distill R1 for their own models, which can then be commercialized. DeepSeek has already distilled 6 smaller models from 2 open-source giants, Alibaba's Qwen and Meta's Llama. These models are available for free and come with impressive performance benchmarks. One of these smaller models, with only 32 billion parameters, has surpassed O1 Mini in math and programming tasks. And then there's an even smaller model, just 1.5 billion parameters, that can outperform both GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet in math and coding. Imagine that! A tiny model you can run on your personal computer or even a smartphone. Some users have already adopted it for their own needs. It's a staggering achievement. Do you remember just 6 months ago when GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet seemed unbeatable? Now, you don't even need an internet connection. A few clicks, and you can have their math and programming abilities right in your pocket. And if that wasn't enough, Alex Chima went a step further. He downloaded and ran the entire R1 model using just one MacBook and 7 Mac Minis. Meanwhile, Mahesh Sathyamurthy, a former DeepMind researcher, distilled his own model from R1. Its math and coding skills are now on par with O1 Preview. This is what empowerment looks like. In the blink of an eye, our attention has been captured by DeepSeek's paper on R1. This paper is nothing short of a treasure. It's the first to openly unveil the secrets behind reasoning models. Until now, only OpenAI had mastered reasoning models. Companies like Anthropic and Meta haven't released their own, and OpenAI has kept O1's reasoning technology tightly under wraps, leaving the rest of the world guessing. It's no wonder that some joke about how every AI lab is now scrambling to study DeepSeek's paper. So, what's the magic behind DeepSeek? It's the power of deep learning without human intervention. Much like AlphaZero, which mastered chess without studying a single game and learned by playing against itself, R1 was not taught how to reason. The engineers simply let it explore on its own. Rewarding it for success, and the model figured out reasoning all by itself. The researchers started by building a foundational model called DeepSeek R10. During training, this model developed its own problem-solving strategies. When solving math problems, it showed an impressive ability to break problems into clear, logical steps and review its own work. Pause and restart when it got stuck. Reflect on its solutions after finishing a problem, looking for better approaches. Craft detailed, step-by-step answers. Spend extra time on harder questions, diving deeper into the reasoning process. In short, it solved problems in a way that felt almost human. And let me emphasize again, the researchers didn't teach the model how to solve problems, it discovered these abilities on its own. Even more astonishing was the aha moment it experienced during reasoning, those flashes of insight when the model figured out a key step, almost like a human epiphany. When researchers observed this phenomenon, they were stunned. The model seemed to come alive, its thought process shining with intelligence. It wasn't just solving problems, it was evolving its reasoning in real time, like a form of self-improvement. R10 had a quirk of mixing English and Chinese in its responses, which made the interface less user-friendly. To address this, researchers optimized the model, and the result was R1, a more polished, human-like system. Looking back, everything seems to have started with DeepSeek's groundbreaking paper. Interestingly, their approach aligns with OpenAI's recent announcement about emergent behaviors and reinforcement learning. But while OpenAI keeps its methods under lock and key, DeepSeek's open sharing creates a sharp contrast. What's truly remarkable is that R1 openly shows its entire thought process with every output, something OpenAI has deliberately avoided. This transparency allows users to connect with the model on a deeper level. Even Ethan Mollick, a professor at Wharton School, was moved to say that R1's reasoning feels so human. It's almost like a living being. These are just glimpses of the unknown world R1 is revealing to us. Today, R1 has been seamlessly integrated into popular coding tools like Cursor, where countless developers use it every day. There are no restrictions on US users either. You can even log into DeepSeek's website using a Google account. Now, let me share a thought about the future. DeepSeek has achieved incredible results with limited computational resources, which is a huge inspiration for everyone. I truly believe OpenAI will take note of this phenomenon. If DeepSeek has discovered a path to achieving high efficiency with low compute power, the impact on humanity could be nothing short of revolutionary. OpenAI's massive investment in computational power hasn't been for nothing. I get the sense that R1 shines mainly in areas like math and programming, but its performance in other tasks still leaves much to be desired. For example, when it comes to solving complex scientific problems, R1 doesn't measure up to O1 Pro. It reminds me of a distant era, a time when the stars shone brightly, and legendary figures wielded swords of wisdom to cut through the chaos and unlock the mysteries of the universe. Among them was OpenAI, carrying a mission far ahead of its time, chasing the path toward the Stargate of Knowledge. Looking back, you'll see that a quiet revolution was brewing. People began to say that with relatively small computational resources, you could solve 80% of life's and work's challenges. But to conquer the remaining 20%, that required unimaginable effort. This is the journey that OpenAI has embarked on. Not long ago, a groundbreaking announcement shook the world. OpenAI, in partnership with SoftBank and other industry giants, launched a $500 billion initiative called the Stargate Project. This endeavor is being compared to America's Manhattan Project and the Apollo moon landing, with ambitions that stretch far beyond ordinary comprehension. The goal isn't just solving math problems or writing better code. It's not even about creating AGI, artificial general intelligence. Instead, it's a leap toward ASI, artificial superintelligence. The project aims to accelerate research across every scientific field and push the boundaries of human understanding. Just a few months ago, OpenAI also revealed a breakthrough with their biological model, GPT4B Mini. This model might soon make it possible to transform ordinary cells into stem cells, potentially extending human life by a decade. The leaders of the Stargate Project often talk with excitement about their visions of futuristic scientific achievements. They discuss how AI could detect cancer and, within just 48 hours, create a vaccine to cure any form of it using gene editing and mRNA technologies. Sam Altman even predicted that humanity might soon be able to cure all diseases. So, we shouldn't underestimate the power of computational resources, the ambition of the United States. This is more than just a technological race. It's a battle that could shape the destiny of nations. Perhaps, as you listen to this episode, OpenAI's operator feature has already arrived, announcing their undeniable leadership in the AI field. Alright, that's the story I wanted to share today. See you next time!